This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, yesterday Rajita and Sirisha explained area of triangle and determining if a number is prime or not. So we could be taking on Saturday. So now it's Sam, Divya and Tilly's turn today. So who is going first, Sam or Divya? Or Divya is not there yet. So Sam or Tilly? Okay. So Sam, I'm making you as a presenter. You are now the presenter, Sam. You can start sharing your screen. Then unmute yourself.
Can you get me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. From my end, I know it's morning for you over there. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we could see your
Okay.
PPT.
Yeah. So I just made a PowerPoint presentation at least to share my ideas first before I can use the visual coding. So you asked me to check leap year using Python. The assignment is this: check leap year, determine if a given year is a leap year. So I try first to define what a leap year is. We say a leap year add one extra day in February. So that usually makes February 29 days. So this is to make sure our calendar matches up with the time it takes for the Earth to orbit the sun. Leap years happen roughly every 4 years. So step one, to check if a year is a leap year, first we have to define the function by using the word def. We name the function. I give it is a leap year as the name, and then we define the input or argument that the function expects, which is the year you want to check for being a leap year. So like line one would be like this: def is underscore leap year and year in bracket. Then step two, we introduce the if statement. If year is divisible by 4 or modulus 4 equal to 0, and year modulus 1 is not evenly divisible by 100, or year is divisible or modulus 400. We want to check if it meets these rules, or this it will return true. If not, or else it returns false. So the rule here actually is that we have to know first the rule to calculate the leap year. And one of the first rule is the year is supposed to be divisible by 4. This one checks if the year is evenly divisible by 4. And if this condition is true, it means the year is divisible by 4, which is a basic requirement for leap year. We use the sign, the modulus operation, to calculate the remainder or the remainder when the year is divisible by 4. So the second aspect after the and, we say year modulus 100 equals to 0. So for this one, we check if the year is not evenly divisible by 100. This one is important because most years that are divisible by 100 are not leap year, except for those that are also divisible by 400. And the third aspect says year divisible by 400 equal to 0. This one checks if the year is evenly divisible by 400. So in a nutshell, if either the first condition, that is the one before the or, year percentile 4, or say, sorry, the year modulus 4 equal to 0, and year modulus 100 equal to 0, or the second condition, which talks about the 400 is true, the function returns true, indicating that the year is a leap year. Otherwise, it returns false. I gave examples of years like 2000 and 2400. We say these are leap year. The reason is because they are divisible by 4 and by 400. So years like 1900 and 2100 are not leap years, although they are divisible by 100, but not by 400. We also have years like 2020 and 2024. We say they are leap year because they are divisible by 4, but not by 100. So after we try to define the if statement, we want to test the function. So we say year is equals to int input, you enter a year. If it's leap year, it will show the year. You print the year and it says it's leap year. If it is not, then you print the year, it's not a leap year. Okay, that ends the presentation. Now we go to so this is exactly what I was trying to say. So now we try to test it and see. Okay, you see, it asks me to enter the year. So I want to ask, can anyone give me a year that we want to enter to test if it is a leap year?
Could you give 2024?
2024. 2024 is a leap year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it means
Could you give 2020?
Okay. 2020. 2020 is a leap year.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means the conditions. So let's try this year that we are in, 2023. It says 2023 is not a leap year. We also want to use Tony to test this and debug it to see how it displays. So we run, you see it asks me, enter a year. Do you want to give a year? Can anyone give a year?
1980.
1980?
Yeah.
Okay. The 1980 is a leap year. Now we want to debug this and see how it runs. So you see, it defines force and it shows the force column. And if we move next, you see it goes to the year here. So the input shows us the input. Okay. Come on. So we see 1980 is a leap year, so it shows us how it is captured. Debug it. Now we test in 2023. So the input integer 2023. The year is 2023. So it tries to check now. It wants to know if it's a leap year. So it goes back. Now it checks the if condition. It tries the first check. Here it's divisible by 4. It puts the 2023 here. 3. It says false because it's not a leap year. It checks the second condition. It sends false again. So the first two conditions says false. So it returns false. So now it tells us that it's not a leap year because it's fault. You see, it's not a leap year. It sends it. It takes the second condition, that is the else condition. Yeah. This ends my presentation.
Sam, can you check 2197?
2197.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks like 2197 is a leap year. Let me try this again. It says it's not a leap year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
So here only if the first condition gets true, it will enter into the second condition. Here percentile 400 is equal to 0.
No, actually, what
Because we
happens is,
got
let me
false
explain it.
for the given input and then it returned false directly. It didn't enter
Yeah,
the year modulo 400.
no, it's not how it process. Let me explain. Could you go to Tony? The thing is, you know how OR works, right? It is true. So first tell me the answer for true or true. What is the
If
answer
only
for
true
true
and
or true?
true. If only
True.
true or true, the answer will be true.
True or false?
False.
False.
False or false?
False.
False.
Okay. And false or true?
True.
Okay. So what it does, it checks condition for both. So the first condition is having two condition inside it. One is divisible by 4 and divisible by 100, not divisible by 100. There again it is and. So in coming to and, so here in when you go to R, what happens? You have to evaluate both, because if one is true, at least the last one is true, the answer will be true. Correct? Sorry, I
Yes.
have given
Yeah.
wrong answer. Don't consider my chat. I have given the wrong thing. 1 minute. I'll correct it. But in case of and, what happens if the first is false and the second is true? What happens?
We should get true.
False and true.
False and true is false.
Uh-huh. So if the first is false, it is obvious, right? The second is even whether the second is false or true, the answer is false. Correct?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Uh, so when it comes to and, we need not check the second condition if the first condition is false, because
Okay.
whether we execute the second condition, either, I mean, it doesn't matter if we execute and if you get some output, anyway, it is going to be false, right? Because the first is false.
Yes.
If the first is true, it will go and check whether the second is true. If the second is
Mm.
true, it is true. If the second is false, it is false. But it doesn't matter if the first is false in and. So there is a condition inside condition, right? The
Yeah.
first condition. So it is and inside. So if it is failing at year percentage modulo 4, then it need not check that 100 at all. But when it comes to OR, it has to check both, right? It has to get the output of both the condition, then
Mm.
apply OR on top of it, then it will get an output. So for which year you were asking, Rajita, that it didn't check? We can go over Tony
Two-
again.
Just now Sirisha asked, right? 2197.
Uh-huh.
I I
2197.
observed
Yeah.
there. Mm.
Uh-huh. Could you run it again for 2197,
So,
Sam?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Give enter. Okay.
Mm.
You have to go to debug mode. Yeah. Okay. It is checking the function. Next.
This one.
Mm-hmm. So it is asking for year. Okay, next. Okay, next. 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 Mm-hmm. Next. Next. Give your year.
Yeah.
2197. Enter. Okay, it got the output. It is converting to integer. Okay, next step. Next. Go on. So it's now saving year 2197 into the variable called year, right? Next step.
Yeah.
So here we are calling a function. So the function is defined somewhere. So
Yeah.
it will go to the function where it is defined. Next. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Checks the first function.
Mm-hmm. Now it has to get the value for year. Yeah. That's all. Because, yeah, could you stop it here? So here
Okay.
what happened, it didn't check percent modulo 100 because it knows when the first is false, it's
Yes.
actually intelligent. When the first is false, it knows because there is an and, it knows obviously whether
Mm.
you execute or not, it will eventually be false. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So it is ignoring. So is it clear, Rajita?
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't see that like this condition. I thought it went
Uh-huh.
into 100 not equal to 0 and it stopped there. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Uh-huh.
You are right.
So is it clear now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Sam, I have a doubt. If you could understand my question, and if you have an answer, explain. Otherwise, it's fine. So I feel that leap year occurs
Mhm.
only every 4 years, correct? Every 4 years.
Correct. Yes.
So isn't it enough if I give just divisible by 4? Because anyway, I know, for example, 2024, it is
Yeah.
divisible by 4. 20,
Mhm.
because it is a leap year. If it is
Yeah.
2025, not
Mhm.
divisible, not a leap year anyway. So it goes
Yeah.
on. 2028, it is definitely a leap year and it is also divisible by 4. So I can have only one condition, no, that it is divisible by 4, it's a leap year. If not, it's not a leap year. Why do I have to have the remaining conditions in place?
Can you ask the question again? Let me get it clear.
Sorry?
Do you want to repeat the question? Let me get it.
Uh-huh, sure. So I know that leap year is the year which has 366 days, correct? But if
Correct. Yes.
somebody is asking, if somebody is giving me some year and asking if it is a leap year or not, I will
Mhm.
not know because I will not know whether that year has 365 days or 366 days. But
Yes.
in general, since every 4 year is a leap year, I
Mhm.
know all the year that is divisible by 4 is a leap year, correct?
Correct.
So 2024 leap year,
Mhm.
2028 is a leap year because both are divisible by 4 every 4 year,
Yes.
right? And the between years like 2025, 26, 27, anyway, they are not divisible by 4. I can for sure tell that they are not leap year. So I'll just, my mind will, what it will do, it will divide the last two digit by 4. If it is divisible by 4, I'll tell it's a leap year. Correct?
Well,
So why? Mm-hmm,
actually, we like I presented before, we have like four conditions.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please go back to your presentation.
Mhm.
Guys, everybody understood my question?
Yes, yes.
The doubt I'm having.
Yes.
So anybody apart from Sam, anybody else have an answer for that? Does anybody know the answer? Or you also feel the same thing like me? Like if it is just divisible by 4, anyway, it's a leap year, we need not have the remaining condition. Anybody feel what I feel, or could you
I
tell me
think
yes or no?
I think the exception is like the one
Yeah, I
that's
know. Correct. Yeah.
divisible by 400.
Yeah, 1 minute. Let the remaining, I know you know the answer. Let
Mhm.
them think. So, guys, logically speaking, if the number is divisible by 4, it's a leap year. So, whenever if somebody is asking me whether give some year and ask me if it's a leap year, I'll just take the last two digit. Because if the last two digit is divisible by 4, the whole digit is divisible by 4. So, I'll check the last two digit. If it is it comes in 4 table, I'll tell it's a leap year. So this is how my mind works logically, and I will tell based on this only.
Uh,
So why do
Anu,
we do you think?
uh,
Mm-hmm,
I think leap year is every 4 years, but not
mm-hmm.
every 100 years. Then again, every 400 years. So in that way, I think year modulo 100 is not equal to 0.
Okay, not every 100 years. Then, for example, 2000 is every 100 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is 2000 leap year or not?
2000, yes, it's a leap year.
Then why do we have to? Because it occurs every 100 years, correct? It's not
Here,
400 years also. It is occurs every 100 years. So
but not every 100 years, right? Like the condition is not equal to 0.
huh, I understand because it's anyway it is also divisible by 100, no? 2000 is divisible by 4. Why do I have to check whether it is divisible by 100 or 400? Anyway, it is true, no? 2000 is a leap year, true. and it is divisible by 4, true. Why do I have to go and check 100 and 400 and all? Anyway, it is divisible by 4. My output will be it is a leap year, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe few years which are divisible by 4 are not leap years also.
Could you give me an example? Because I think every 4 years is a leap year. So
Every
in
4
that
years.
case, yeah,
Mm,
could you give me an example which year that is not divisible by 4 is still, which is divisible by 4 is still not a leap year?
mhm. Maybe 1 second. 2200 something like that. Anything? I'll check.
2200. Let me check.
Mm,
Could you check in your program if
mm,
2200?
Okay.
No, it's not a leap year.
Zero zero.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a leap year.
Okay. Okay. I got the answer. Similarly, 1900. Could you try for
Yes.
1900?
Yeah. I just want to mention that too.
Yeah, I saw that in your PPT, 1900.
Hmm. Hmm.
Could you try for 1900?
It's not a leap year.
No, it is not asking for entire year. Execute the program.
execute again.
Okay, it's not
Okay.
a leap year. So, guys,
Yeah.
are you clear? Though these two numbers are divisible by 4, but still not a leap year. So that is why Sam is having additional two condition, the combination. So if somebody is asking, if you are they are asking for leap year and you're writing this condition, you have to explain why you have added the remaining condition. Because logically thinking, I do not know about 2020, 2200 or 1900. Usually, I always think whenever a year, everybody believes that whenever a year is divisible by 4, it's a leap year. So let me add just that condition. But fact, if you go by fact, some exception, not everything, only few years. Only if you remove those few years, no, then you can directly put year which is
Divisible by
only
4.
divisible by 4, it's a leap year. Only few have it, not more than 10. We have few exceptions. So just because to rule out that exception, for example, if they are giving 1900, if you don't that had that condition of the and the interviewer is asking to check for 1900, it will tell it's a leap year, but it's not. So that's why he added. So he mentioned like, see here, um, years like 2000, 2400 are leap years. Years like 1900 and 2100 are not leap year, right?
Yes.
Mhm. So are you clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Sam. Actually, I liked your PPT.
Mhm.
How many hours it took for you to prepare this PPT and code all together?
Yeah.
How many hours it took?
Yeah. Well, it took. I did it like 1 hour, I can say.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but
Because
I was
I
disturbed. I was disturbed by the little ones too. Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
So actually, even I thought I should prepare PPT.
Hmm.
Initially, I thought while creating content, but
Yeah.
only 8 to 9 slide took me more than an hour. Then I thought I'm wasting my time over PPT. Instead, I'll prepare more example, more code. Then
Hmm.
I stopped. Maybe you can call me lazy, but still, yeah, it's a hard work, man, PPT thing.
Indeed.
If I have to prepare PPT for this my course, no, it will take nearly at least 50 hours or more than 50 hours. So I'm just saving that 50 hours by not preparing PPT. But it will be good actually if we have a PPT. Thank you, man. Thank you for
No.
putting extra
Hmm.
effort, going extra mile. Thank you.
Okay then.
So I see you guys are more confident than me in teaching. Rajita, Shirisha, and now Sam. You people are more confident and you're not nervous about question or anything. Good, actually.
Yeah,
So Divya,
Cham is more confident than me.
yeah,
He
it
will do
actually
that.
the confidence, no?
Yeah.
Confidence comes with extra preparation. When you prepare one little extra, no, automatically confidence will come. Your confidence will be boosted. So it depends on how well you prepare. But extra preparation will take extra time. That's
Time
the
and effort.
only drawback. Yeah, Rajita, you were telling something.
The time and effort both takes.
Yeah, time and effort.
Yeah. But the interest is the main thing.
Yeah, and
Correct, correct.
I believe Sam is already experienced guy.
Yes, yes.
No, actually, he is new to Python. He's very new to Python. At
But
least I feel.
what I'm saying is we all are new to Python, but
Mhm.
presenting all those things
Presentation.
are very, yeah, very best than us. That's what I felt.
Aha,
Mm.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I'm a teacher too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
What
teaching.
does he have?
Okay, okay.
yeah.
What are you
Yeah,
teaching, Sam?
that
I was yes. I went to college for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you completed a teaching course?
yeah. I did a teacher training program first. I did my bachelor's. I did
Okay.
my master's also.
Oh,
Oh,
cool. So
Yeah,
what were
this
you
is
teaching?
well. I was teaching at the junior school actually, so I was
Oh,
not
for
I was not
which
only in one area. I look at different areas.
oh, so what were you teaching in engineering? Which subject
No,
or major?
no. Well, like I'm from the social sciences actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from social sciences.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
So yeah, guys, could
But
you introduce yourself because everybody has some different variety background
yeah.
and different place. Yeah, tell more about yourself. From where are you from? Maybe shall I stop the recording?
Okay.